earthquakes, floods, windstorms, fires, terrorist attacks. Disasters can strike at any time. When they do, 911 emergency responders such as fire, police, medical, and utility personnel may be overwhelmed with calls. They may not be able to respond for hours or days. How will you and your family survive a serious event like a disaster? What if the key to your survival isn't just what you know, but what your neighbors know? And how well you might be able to work together. Hi, I'm Grant Goodeve, and today we're going to talk about neighborhood disaster preparedness. Many years ago, we seemed to be able to get to know our neighbors so much better than we do now. But with today's busy lifestyle, you're lucky to get to know your next-door neighbor's first name, let alone anything else about them. Today, you're going to intentionally meet your neighbors and get to know them. And you'll also discover how their particular skill sets may help you and your family in a time of disaster. Together, you will learn how to work as a team to help each other when no one else will be able to. In this meeting, you'll learn the 9 steps to take immediately following a disaster. You'll identify the skills and equipment each neighbor has that will be useful in a disaster response. You'll create a map of your neighborhood showing the locations of gas and propane meters. And you'll complete a contact list that will identify each neighbor who may need extra help following a disaster, such as the elderly, neighbors with disabilities, or children home alone. So grab a pen or pencil and a Map Your Neighborhood booklet, and let's begin.
Welcome, everyone. I appreciate your willingness to gather with us to talk about neighborhood disaster preparedness. We're going to be talking this evening about some skills and about some procedures that will help us to be very effective as a group when disaster strikes. My name is LuAn Johnson. I am the Public Education Program Manager with Washington State Emergency Management. For the past 20 years or so, I've been helping neighborhoods like yours increase their readiness for disaster, and have learned through personal experience not only how important it is that you are ready to help and support one another, but almost as important that you can be very effective disaster responders. In the next 90 minutes, we're going to be talking about how exactly you can do that. Let's begin by getting better acquainted with one another. If we could go around the room and introduce yourselves, tell me who you are and where you live. I don't really care so much about your house number. That's not as informative as telling us what's distinctive about your house so that we can connect you to your homes. If you don't know what's distinctive about your house, ask your neighbors. You may learn some very interesting things about how your home is perceived. Wayne, let's begin with you, please.
Hi, I'm Wayne.
Now it's your turn. Pause the DVD and go around the room, introducing yourselves and describing what's distinctive about each of your homes. You have 10 minutes for this discussion. Pause now.